After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 298. It is March 5th, 2018, Monday as we are recording, and we have a special guest. This is
Davina Fernandez, Drama Queen 7. Hi, Lucia. Hi, Elena. And hi, JD.
And I'm Marlecia, also known as Lady Fernico.
And Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
Oh, I forgot. Hi, Laura.
We want to welcome you all to the Fun in the Woman Cave. Davina is going to spend a short minute here showing us a project. What bag is this in?
Oh, this is a Frozen bag that, didn't you give it to me for Christmas or for my birthday?
That would have been me.
That was me.
You gave it to me for Christmas or my birthday?
Daddy and I did. I think it was, I don't remember which.
And this is a Silver Shade USA bag.
Mm-hmm. Lovely Anne Brody.
Oh, this is this is what I call my Quicksilver blankets. I'm using I'm using all I Love This yarn. This is like, I forget if this is called light gray, but it's so close to Quicksilver's hair, like he was in X-Men Apocalypse and X-Men Days of Future Past when Evan Peters plays him. That's my favorite version of Quicksilver, the Evan Peters version in X-Men Apocalypse and X-Men Days of Future Past.
Okay.
That's who I named this blanket after. Anyway, it's in light gray, sparkly blue, golden yellow, and sparkly black.
Yep.
And how big is this going to be?
It's going to be big enough to go on my bed.
So, I don't think, well, hold on. Let's show this.
Oh, hey, Cappy, Miss Cappy, this is Cappy. Look what I have in my Quicksilver blanket. This is the Progress Keeper you gave to me. I wrote your thank you note, but I haven't sent it off yet, I'm sorry to say.
That's the emblem of her shop.
This is the emblem of your shop, huh, Cappy? That sounds great. Oh, and if Elena, if you're watching this, now you get a chance to see what my Quicksilver blanket looks like so far, after I told you about this on the phone. See, cool, isn't it?
So, and then, hold on, kiddo, I'm going to keep going. So it is quite long.
Off the screen on both sides.
Okay, and I'm kind of twisting it here.
And look, Jenny, I'm using your one of your
Jenny
needles.
is Wish Upon a Stitch, I think.
Yes.
Wait a second. Don't pull so hard.
You don't want to accidentally. There you go.
This is Wish Upon a Stitch.
I'm going to go a little closer because I have long arms.
Jenny.
There we go. That's right up Davina's alley.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alrighty, kiddo. Here you go.
And this is just one of her projects. All her projects are blankets, and we would be inundated. So she's just bringing one today.
And they're rather large and hard to carry in bags. This is the smallest one right now.
Because this is the earliest one it started on.
This is the latest one.
Latest one it started on. Excuse me, sorry.
Most recent one.
The most recent one it started on.
There
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Kenneth, if you're watching, Mr. Turberville, if you're watching, I hope you feel better. I will keep on praying for you. I will
Very
pray
good.
for you. I will pray for you.
I know he appreciates that. Okay.
Alrighty. Davina has to finish up her snack and do some things, so
We'll be back in a little bit.
Toodles.
Okay.
Bye.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 298. It's March 5th, 2018. As we are recording, Davina's having her snack, so we are back here to continue the podcast. We hope you enjoyed her visit with you.
Yes.
Okay? We want to welcome all new and returning viewers. We're glad to have you with us. And if you are new, please feel free to join the Ravelry group and or YouTube. And if you join us on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe on your left and hit the little bell so you can get notices.
Ring
for
the
our
bell. It's
subscription.
not hit the bell.
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Join the Ravelry group too. We'd love to have you. That's where you can earn. Yeah, you can earn a chance to win prizes.
Funny.
Or participate in the alongs to be able to be eligible for prizes. So that's the only way you can do it, because that's where all the random number generating happens. And we'd love to get to know you there. I as we already introduced ourselves, but I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm totally also known as Franciscan Gypsy. And it just occurred to me that I never checked to see if my show notes crossed over.
That might be a good thing.
It should have.
Well, mine came in, so.
If not, I'll check my phone and work off my phone. It's what, $2.95? $2.98. Oopsie, never crossed over. So, yes, I will be working off my phone.
Okay, so get your phone. That was a little annoying.
I can do it again.
That's really annoying.
I could totally do that again.
Not very nice either.
There we go.
Okay, so what are you drinking?
I'm checking for my show notes. Hold on.
I don't care.
Because if I don't have show notes, I'm going to be working completely off the top of my head. Did not cross over at all?
Did you send it?
Yes. Maybe. Not sure anymore. Okay, this is going to be like completely without show notes.
Okay, well, do your tea. You do know what your tea is, right?
No, I don't have my show notes.
Get your tea.
Hang on, allergies. If I stall enough, I might annoy her into going first.
No, I've got new cup and tea.
I know.
Not happening.
I'm not actually trying to annoy you to going first.
Yeah, warm.
I wish it get a little warm. I'm very cold. This is not hand knit.
No, it's not.
It's beautiful, and I am going to eventually do colorwork sweaters.
I think my mom gave it to my mom and dad gave it to me a couple of years back for Christmas. More than a couple of years, actually.
But it is beautiful. Okay, sorry. So, first in my mug.
Yeah, you don't want to tell me
You
everything.
know, I just need to take a look at what tea it is because this isn't a normal one for me. This is David's tea, and it is Organic Le Digestif. From David's Tea, and it's an herbal infusion Tisani, and it has apple mint, fennel, ginger. Yeah, apple mint, fennel, and ginger, and it's caffeine free. So it is in. I kind of wish I'd gotten a different mug.
And we'll tell the story about that later. But
Yeah. And because so it normally you aren't going to see the other part, but it actually has something that sits on top. Yeah, that, which has the tea in it. And you steep it and then you remove it, and then you have the handy dandy little cap thing. It's a lot better without quite as much sugar.
I'm going to have to look into getting some of that sugar for my tea. Dad's going to have a cow. He's going to roll his eyes at us because, can't do anything. It's different. You can definitely taste the fennel in that.
I can't taste...
And the peppermint.
Mostly I can taste peppermint. Mm-hmm. I'm congested this morning. Well,
That'll help to clear you up
I'm
a little
hoping.
bit. Yeah.
So that's me.
Okay. In my here's my cup. It's a similar mug.
I wish I had gotten one more like hers.
Okay, and I'm drinking. It's David's tea, and it's chocolate macaroon.
We'll show it.
No, I'll show it during the
Okay.
acquisitions. So. Okay, see how you like this without the rock sugar in it. Here.
Hold on.
This is more of a dessert.
You see,
tea.
I like your mug better.
Yeah, we'll tell you the story about the mugs at the end. In the endy bits, as Kay and Dan say.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay, so that's our teas. And this also has the lid, and this infuser is actually mine.
Yeah, mine's, because I had the potential to use mine again during the course of the night, so I have mine, sitting out where I can reaccess it.
Okay, now we have.
I feel like I'm cheating on Andy and Plum Deluxe,
I know,
even though I'm not.
I know.
I do have some Plum Deluxe coming in, so I feel a little less like a cheater. I feel like a two-timer.
The problem for me is that I don't have this in Andy's.
Uh-huh.
This macaron. I know he has something like it. 'Cause I
He
tasted
does,
it,
because I have some.
and I want some. So I'm going to have to get some.
I think that one is one that he usually puts out around Christmas,
and
but
that's
I'm
the
not
thing.
sure.
So, because I'm kind of.
But
particular
as a
about that.
member, if it's one that's... Members are a little bit more able to get some of the past.
Right,
ones.
and I hope he brings this back because I love the chocolate teas. All right, I digressed. We do have a couple of new members that joined us. We have Dog Rose. I don't have a person for Dog Rose.
You don't have a person for her?
I don't have a name.
It's just a rose that looks like a dog?
It's a pretty rose with, I think it's yellow and pink.
You see, well, I'm seeing, like, in my head, like, an Alice in Wonderland type thing, where you actually have, like, a dog's face surrounded by rose petals.
I don't know if her name is Rose and she loves dogs. I don't know if there's actual dog Rose. I don't know. But anyway, we're glad to
Or
have
if it's just an Alice in Wonderland type thing and
well,
there's a
no,
dog rose.
that's not what the picture said. I mean, there could be a dog Rose. That's what I said. But
I like my...
anyway,
my-
we welcome you, Dog Rose.
Hi.
And then we have Miss Birdie B, which I love. I smiled and laughed when I saw that name.
Now I
and
see,
that's,
like, Bert Ernie, like, with a little buzzy bee body.
that's Paula, not Paul. So
Paula.
welcome, Miss Paula,
I said Paula.
Miss Birdie
I
B.
said that.
Welcome to Miss Birdie B and Dog Rose. We're glad to have you with us. And
We also... Okay, sorry, go ahead.
if you are in the shadows, whether you've been with us for a while or if you just joined us, please do feel free to come out of the shadows. As I said before, we'd love to have you with us officially so we know who you are and you can be eligible for everything.
Although we still say hi to Aunt Lucia and my cousin Elena, even though they are not crafters, they continue to watch us,
They do. And
which is really sweet of
Davina
them.
already said hello to them, so,
Yes, but you know.
so hello.
Hello.
We still have the coupon code. My Lady Fernico Creations coupon code is still live, and it is in the thread. You can find it in our thread and in Laura's when she puts it up. Crocheting.
Now,
Vivian.
granted, she's had a lot on her plate.
She has. She just put up the new podcast, and it was funny because I'm watching the podcast, and she's like, and we have a coupon code. She didn't say who it was for. She didn't say what it was, and then she went on, and then she never went back to it. Of course, I have to admit I had to watch it in pieces, so I may have missed it. But Laura, don't forget to put the coupon code up for your viewers.
Although if you watched it on YouTube, it should have saved your spot.
No, it wasn't that I left. I was winding up yarn and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, and if I had to walk out of the room or whatever. So sometimes I stopped it and sometimes I didn't. So I may have missed it. But in any event, the coupon code is in our group, and it will be, if it isn't already, in Laura's group, Crocheting Hoovian. And I may make it go live for others later on, but right now it's exclusive to our group and to Laura's group, which is why it's in the threads only.
Before we go forward, I am wearing hand knit stuff, so I want to talk about my hand knit stuff. This is the Diana's hat. Can't remember who did the yarn. I'd have to look back and see.
Is that Miracle Jen?
I kind of feel almost like it was our local one.
I don't think so. Oh, Shenandoah, you mean?
No, the one. No,
I don't think it was
not
our
the-
LYS.
No, the local dyer.
KR Dyes.
No.
Wild Hair.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's Wild Hair.
Maybe.
But I'm not sure.
Could be, I suppose.
Then this one, I did for the Muppet Along, and this is Agnes Katad's Caretzes, and this is the Harry Potter.
From the Harry Potter knits.
From the Harry Potter knits, the unofficial Harry Potter knits, put out by not Knitpicks.
No.
What's it called?
Leisure Arts?
No.
I'm not going to go through the whole thing.
Anyway, and then I'm also wearing my Plum Deluxe socks.
My yarn.
Yes.
Because you went through everybody else's yarn.
Well, this one is just some acrylic.
Yes, but you went through everybody else's yarn but mine.
I didn't go through this one.
Because it's Knitpicks acrylic.
It's not
Are you
Knitpicks.
saying...
It's not Knitpicks.
You said it was Knitpicks.
No, I didn't. I said it was acrylic.
Same difference.
No, it's not, because this is Hobby Lobby. No, this is that bee one.
Yarn Bee.
Yarn Bee. It's that shimmery yarn they kind of have. Not shimmery, but it has kind of like a sheen to it.
I have some over there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what attracted me to it.
That's very drapey. You can't make certain things with it. I wouldn't make a toy with that.
But it was good for a sweater.
It's good for sweaters and shawls and things like that. Okay, moving into autism awareness, which is upcoming. Okay, this is our 6th autism awareness. Okay,
But it's not until April.
Well, I was just going to say that. April through June. Okay, 2018 is 3 months. 1 WIP per project per week, and the F over whenever it's finished. Featured patterns will be Franciscan Gypsy designs and crocheting Hoovian designs, as long as it's bright colors. And the future yarn is, of course, and we'll have more on this, my yarn. We do have,
because we're still a little bit out.
we still, it's 6 weeks, 7 weeks away still, and we still have to get the okay. I'm pretty sure that at least one of the people who's going to be asked to co-host is going to do it. She does it all the time with us, and I think she's looking forward to it. And those of you who've been with us for a while know who that is. But I don't want to say her name until we get the absolute okay from her, because I know she's got a lot going on. I want to make sure she's up for it.
Right.
So keep in mind that that's coming up. Bright colors.
I'm still cold.
Bright colors for the projects. Bright colors and blue as well for colors. Okay. Current alongs in other groups. We have the Harry Potter Cal, which is in the Victorian Studio podcast group, and that's Maureen, who's Victorian Studio, and that's a year-long Cal, and as you would think, it's anything related to Harry Potter. You know, projects, yarn, what else? Patterns. You know, just ask her if you have a question. She'll tell you yes or no. And it's a wonderful, wonderful podcast. The rules are in the group, and it's well worth looking into. The Year of the Socks Cal is Crocheting Hoovian in her podcast group, and this is also a year long, as it says, and it's all things socks. Okay, socks. I think she accepts slippers too. I think it's anything for your feet, but I'm not sure. You have to check out her podcast, check out her thread, because you do have to be a member of the group that you're involved with to be eligible for the prize in that group. The Shorty Socks Cal is Undead Yarn, and that's Heidi, who's Knitty Girl, and I'm not sure how long that one's running. I keep saying I'm going to check, and I keep forgetting, but it's Shorty Socks. I have noticed that people have been posting regular socks, so I guess that's okay as well. It's a really nice
Just
podcast.
check with Heidi before you post.
Yeah, check with Heidi. She'll let you know. It's a really good podcast. I don't know how often she podcasts now. I know she's getting ready for a really big Fiber Festival in April, so
that takes a lot of time.
That takes a lot of time, so you have to keep your eye open for her podcasts, because they're fun to watch.
Well, if you ring the bell or subscribe,
yeah, you'll get notifications, and she can be informative. You know, she's the one who really launched me on dyeing. She pushed me a little bit. She had a couple of dye-alongs, and
has dye-along already happened, or is that coming up still?
I don't know if she's doing it this year. I know I did 2 of them, and I won prizes in both of them, and that kind of really kind of spurred me on to opening my own Etsy shop and things like that. So, you know, check her out.
She was the one who pushed you to move out of food dye.
Yes.
Wait, food dye, not food dyeing. Well, that sounds like you're dyeing food.
Food coloring, and Wilton dyes and things like that into acid dyes.
Yeah.
She said, "You're ready to move on to something else," and she kind of kicked me out of the nest without a parachute. So,
well, because you had wings and you were being lazy and not using them.
I was not being lazy. So
you're being a scaredy bird.
Yes, Knitty Girl. Okay, so that's that. Check that out, and you do have to be a member of that group. Never Gonna Knit You Up Cal's in the Bakery Bears podcast, and that's Kay and Dan, and that is.
They haven't provided us a second verse like they promised us.
I know, they've been busy. That is for all those skeins of yarn or sock blanks that are too pretty to use, or you just don't know what to do with them because you don't want to make a mistake and have to rip it out or whatever. So this is what this Cal's about. And I'm not sure how long that one runs either, but it's going on now, and it's a lot of fun. So you might want to check that out. We have Cal's going on in the Never Cast Off podcast. I don't know if there are prizes for that one, or if they're just doing like a stash reduction kind of thing to, you know, cheer each other on. So that one you'll have to check and see if there are rules for that one if there are prizes or not. I don't know. But the podcast is worth watching regardless. They're hysterical. They make me laugh. That's Debbie and Sheila. Deb's Destiny and Blue Yarn Always. Okay, and Deb's Destiny does have an Etsy shop. Not an Etsy shop, a Rav
I was going to
shop.
say, she's the designer.
She has the design shop on Ravelry, and Sheila, who is Blue Yarn Always, has the Etsy shop. It's Thank God for Bags.
And Deb has at least one new pattern coming out.
Yes, she has one. She has one in testing, and she has 2 more coming out
Yeah.
because that's the notice I got.
Okay.
And then the other one is Heidi she's Packing Knits Design, and her podcast group is having a slipper along. I think it is a slipper along. And I don't know how long that one runs because I'm really behind on things, but check that out. She's fun to watch
Now,
too.
what's her year-long thing? Hers, because Brittany is doing hats. What's she doing? They're both doing...
Well, she was doing lap gans for a while, but I don't know if she's...
No, but there was something else. It was like, because she and Brittany were kind of doing something at the same time. It was...
I don't know. I know maybe it's the slippers. I don't know.
Because I thought it was something...
Because Vonnie was doing something for a while.
You know, I might be thinking of Vonnie. I'm thinking of Vonnie. Sorry, Heidi. I was thinking of Vonnie.
Just check out Heidi's thread. You'll
Which
be able
one
to-
is Vonnie doing?
Vonnie is doing toys.
That's what it is. That's
Vonnie's
what I was
doing
thinking
toys.
of. Vonnie's doing toys, Brittany's doing hats. 'Cause
Hats.
I thought that I would be like a shoe-in for Vonnie's, and I haven't done any toys hardly.
Yeah,
And I've done all hats, so
Yeah.
it kind of made me laugh.
So yeah, if you want to get involved with Vonnie and Brittany do not have podcasts. They are kind of charity type of related groups and things like that. And Brittany does hats. She's doing, I think she's doing 18 hats in 2018. I think Vonnie's doing 18 toys in 2018, which does not mean you have to stop there, nor does it mean that you have to do 18. Just,
Yep.
put in what you can, and, cheer each other on. So that's that. Let me take a little bit of tea here.
And we're going to be making noise as we keep removing the top.
Yeah, it keeps it warmer because I get a little annoyed when my tea gets cold. All right. Oh, we want to apologize to Anita. Apparently, we have been calling Anita Christina when we say Neater C. Anita, we apologize. I apologize. Probably me. Mama C is Christina. Neater C is
Anita.
Okay.
She did the cute pink bunny.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, Anita, that's how I remember you, your cute pink bunny.
So those are we apologize. I apologize to both of them for confusing their names because I know I hate that and I don't like to do it to other people either. So Sue, thank you for letting us know. We appreciate that. Okay, we really do. All right, the current alongs, PHN Tea and Tails year-long Cal is going strong. We have a lot of people in there. There's a lot of chatter in there. I haven't been in there recently because I've been trying to keep up with the Ready Set Go, but I will pop in there as soon as I can. In the PHN Tea and Tails, it goes all year, January through December, and it has to be related to tea and tails, tea and or tales. Okay, tales being books, short stories, graphic novels. If you can make a case for it being
Right.
a tale, then we'll accept it. We don't accept poetry. I thought about that for a while. There are some narrative poems like Beowulf and things like that. If you can find something for Beowulf,
Yeah, go for
Go
it.
ahead.
Now, I know someone did It's a Wonderful Life. I think we said there was a short story,
yeah,
though,
it is a
so-
short story, and that's okay, a short story. What
Yeah.
what I'm concerned about is whether or not Zuzu's Petals is actually mentioned
Right.
in there. And, we're going to leave it in there for now until we can find out definitively. So it's a beautiful, and Rose, I think it was Rose, regardless of what we decide, you can put that into Laura Concerts,
Yes.
because that's the movie over there, okay? But I think it'll be all right,
I think it'll be
I think it'll be
alright.
okay. because Zuzu is her name.
Yeah.
So just by nature,
Regardless, it'll be Zuzu.
yeah, it's it's Zuzu, and that's what they called her, and that's her name, so that's fine. So okay, let's see
I
here.
wonder if the short story was called It's a Wonderful Life.
I don't remember.
I'm looking it up.
All right, let's see here. Projects have to be knit, loom knit, or crocheted. Okay, that's what we're accepting. Previous WIPs will be allowed. Whenever they were started. If you started a Blackbeard's Ghost project 5 years ago and you're working on it now, it will be accepted. Okay, as long as you work on it, and if you finish it, that's even better. It must reflect the theme. The chatter and the pictures will all be in the same thread, and projects must be tied in some way to tea and or tales. I already said one project per week, blah, blah, blah. We have lots and lots of prizes, which is, well, we have a few prizes because of the way we're doing it. We have a lot of prizes spread out over the year. Featured patterns, Franciscan Gypsy Designs, FOs, and Lady Vertical Creations yarn, FOs, and Laura Crocheting Hoovian's Hufflepuff FOs are all eligible for 2 chances at a prize for the finished object. And if you put my yarn with either of those pattern choices, and that includes Talia's Duke, if you can relate it somehow to Tea and Tails, they will be eligible for 3 chances of a prize for the finished object only, but you are responsible for your multiple postings, okay? Please tag make your project page and tag it PHN Tea and Tails 2018. Don't forget that extra A, PHNTEAANDTALES 2018 on Ravelry and with the hashtag on Instagram.
Oh yeah, just a quick thing because it's still about Tea and Tails. I've looked up It's a Wonderful Life. Apparently the original short story is called The Greatest Gift.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
It looks like you can't read it online, so I'm going to do the nerd thing. You can't even get it on Kindle. It's available on Amazon for $1.49. So I am going to pick it up and read it. Mostly, it's partially to check, partially because it's just an excuse to read the book.
Yeah, I love the story.
So, that's
okay. Now, I forgot the featured patterns. We do have more featured patterns for the Tea and Tails. We have Joanna Johnson's patterns. Most of hers are like literature related. They're Anne of Green Gables and I think Little Women and Sherlock Holmes, all kinds of things, and they're knitted, okay? She also has like children's books and things like that, Winnie the Pooh and things like that. So she is also a featured pattern. The same rules apply to her and to Renee, who is Mom Cook, who is the Loom Knit pattern designer that we are featuring. So, a finished object with any of those designers, 2 chances of a prize. If it's in my yarn with one of those designers, there's 3 chances for a prize. So you've got a lot of chances for prizes there, okay?
Yeah.
Now,
sorry guys,
we want to
allergies.
thank all the people who donated. I showed you the newest acquisitions for that last week. We're not going to show the prizes this week because Davina was on. We'll show those next week most likely. Show all the prizes that we have.
It's just an interest of time.
Have we decided about the Plum Deluxe?
Sorry, allergies. I thought we had.
Okay, so we're going to be the 2nd and the 4th quarter, I think it is. Yes. One of the prizes will be 1 month's, the equivalent of 1 month of a subscription of 1 month.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be 2.
It'll be 2 teas,
yeah,
from Plum Deluxe.
Although, with Plum Deluxe, there's 2 different month subscriptions. There's one where you get 1 tea, and there's one where you get 2 teas. I get the 2 teas.
Right, and that's probably what we will give.
Yeah, because then you get to try 2 different teas.
Because then you get to try 2 different teas, and that will be one winner will get a Plum Deluxe package the 2nd quarter of the along, and one person will get a package of a 1 month tea club type of thing the 4th quarter.
I am going to ask when winners let us know about the Plum Deluxe, please, when you send your address, please also send if you have any allergies. Or if you prefer, if you care whether or not you have caffeine.
Right, it's very important.
And then I will let Andy know, and we'll send it directly from Andy, so you'll get the whole experience of the purple package and everything like that.
So just let us know. In fact, you that one will actually go to Talia. You will have the address and everything. You'll have to let her know. Are you allergic to anything? Is there something you really don't like? And can you have caffeine?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So moving on from there. Let's see. I want to thank all the people who donated for that.
Yes.
Very, very generous, and we will go through that next week. Now, the Ready, Set, Go, Cal, I cannot believe how much activity is in that thread. I spent part of this morning while I was talking to Talia while she was getting ready for bed, and I went through, it must have been like 5 or 6 pages, or maybe not quite that many, and I'm still behind about 10 pages. So it's like we have over 3,000 posts in there, which is amazing considering it's only like 6 weeks into the along. So you guys are doing great there. It's just amazing, all the chatter, all the
That's
support.
That's not only because, I mean, think about we're in our last month.
Yeah, but the Tea and Tails, which is also going very strong.
Yeah.
We only have 400 posts.
True.
So that's
Tea and Tails does require a little bit
it
more
requires more
effort.
thought, and a lot of people are putting bigger projects in.
Right.
So, and it's going really fast too because we have a lot of finished objects in there, I think.
Yes, we do. Well, I think Ready, Set, Go has helped with that.
Yes. And I haven't put any of my stuff in there. I'm not eligible for prizes, so I'm kind of not posting them. So,
And even though I've started things, so I've done a lot of Ready, Set, Go type things,
So have I.
I've been tagging more for the Tea and Tails.
and I haven't tagged for anything. I haven't taken pictures. I've just not done it.
Yeah.
Or I've taken the pictures and forgotten to post.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, the Ready, Set, Go Cal started in January, and it goes through March. And Laura did a really good job, crocheting Hoovian, of explaining the Ready, Set, Go in her last podcast. Thank you, Laura. She always remembers all our Cal-Cals and things like that, so we're appreciative of that. Thank you very much, Laura.
Thank you.
It has to be started on January 1st or later. This is our Ready, Set, Go. We do not accept whips that are earlier than January 2018 for this particular along.
Yes.
Okay?
This is unique among our cows.
Right. But once you've started something January or later, of course you can do the one whip per project per week, okay? And the FO whenever it's finished, all right? Our co-host is Packy Knits, who is Heidi. Packy Knits 1?
No.
Yes, Packy Knits 1. Packy Knits
She's
1.
just playing Packy Knits on Instagram.
Right, and she, if you want to be a member of her group, she's a pip. She cracks me up. She's really sweet.
Aren't pips like little...
Yes. I don't know why people say that, but they do.
Yeah.
She's
Wasn't there a Sherlock Holmes mystery about
yes,
pips?
something about I want to say the orange pips, but I think it was the black pips. I don't remember.
No, it wasn't black. I think you might be right the first time.
Anyway, she's really a lot of fun to watch, and I think she's every 2 weeks, maybe, or something like that. I think she's a little bit variable, but she is consistent. And she lives on a farm in Florida, so it's really fun to watch her and listen to what she has to say. And she's an artist and everything like that. So anyway, she's our co-host, and if you want to be able to double dip, you need to be a member of both groups.
It might have been a number of pips versus the color.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Okay.
Because I'm also thinking of blue carbuncle for some reason as well. But it's a completely different story.
Chatter and pictures are all allowed in the same thread for our group. You have to check Heidi's rules. I believe they're substantially the same, but slightly different. The projects must be knitted, loom knitted, or crocheted, okay? But if it's less than about 50 yards, please put 2 of whatever. It doesn't have to be the same project, just 2 small projects together for that. And again, this is unique for the Ready, Set, Go Cal. Post the FO whenever it's done. We have many prizes for this. We've had very generous donators for it. Any Franciscan Gypsy designs, patterns that are finished, and anything that is finished in Lady Fernico Creations yarn will be eligible for 2 chances at a prize for the FO, 3 chances for a prize if you marry the yarn and the project and you finish it, okay? And it's PHN Ready, Set, Go 2018.
What if they don't want that kind of commitment?
Well, then they don't have to do it. That PHN Ready, Set,
Ready,
Go.
Get, Sew?
Yeah, Ready, Set, Go 2018 for Ravelry. Hashtag PHN Ready, Set, Go 2018 on Instagram. All right? And we have several prizes for that. Again, we'll go over those next week because I don't have them here. But we've had some very, very, very generous donators for both Cal-Cals this year. So this time around, we appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so how many...
I don't know because I don't have my show notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 6.
Okay, I have 9, I think.
Okay.
All right, so I'll start. Let me see if I can start out here. Okay, my first one is in my Kiki Boo Holiday Owls bag, which
You
apparently...
do 2.
Yeah, no. Which apparently doesn't just get relegated to the holidays. I use this bag a lot.
Yes, you do.
Because this has my loom knit projects in it, my little hats. So this is my caramel cream project. This is a basic loom knitting hat, loom knit hat, and I'm using I forget the name of the yarn. I think it's that yarn up there, but I thought it was Knit Picks at first, but it's not.
It's not.
So, or red heart, so it's not. It's
I picked up some of that to do design at some point and I never did it. You got that at Hobby Lobby.
no, this
This one looks
you
like at Hobby
can
Lobby.
get it. You can get it at Walmart and at Hobby Lobby.
The one I saw,
This is, I want to call it Heritage something. I can see the one up there, but I can't think of the name offhand. I don't have the ball bands, and it's in brown and in kind of a cream or a
you pulled
buff.
it in.
So, and this, I did a little bit of progress on this. I thought I would do more over the weekend, but I didn't. So, and this, I think this is just a regular Premier Baby Loon. I'm using 2 strands held together, obviously. I showed you that.
Obviously.
Obviously. Okay. I guess that's kind of condescending.
But obviously.
Obviously.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
It's like saying if you had any intelligence whatsoever,
Whatsoever.
it'd be obvious to you, but apparently I need to tell you.
Okay, this is my Turbo Knitter 64 large size bag that I won from Kenneth. It's my Mickey Minnie Mouse on a yellow field. And this is my Ocean Drift hat project from the, and it was from the Nifty Knitter Cal, but it's actually just the basic hat pattern. And I did a little bit on this, not a whole lot. And I do like the way this is working up. This is James C. Brett Chunky in, I think, Oceana and Denim. And it's working out really nice with the green and blue together. Kind of nautical, I think. And I like it. That'll be a nice hat when it's done. I think it'll be fairly warm because it's double chunky. And I like the James C. Brett because for those of you who haven't been with us for a while, it's very affordable chunky. It's 320 some odd yards.
James C. Brett bunnies.
Yes. This is a very, very affordable bulky yarn. I think it's like 20 some odd dollars.
It's really cheap.
for it was $19 for like 328 yards.
Yeah,
or
the
something
yardage
like that.
is amazing.
And this is chunky yarn, not even bulky. It's chunky yarn, so that's pretty good yardage. Usually you get, DK or worsted for that.
Yeah.
And it is acrylic, but it's a nice yarn to work with. Your turn.
Yeah, I guess you did do 2.
I
Okay.
did.
My first one. Okay, I had to work. This is going to be very much off the top of my head because I don't have show notes. So in my Cloverbird Kissing Bunnies bag is my I can't remember what I named it. Basically, it's a lapgan. Well, it's an Afghan.
Oh, you
actually.
called it chili something.
Yeah, something. Anyway, it's scrap yarns. That all but fingering basically. So I finished this one, and this was one of your first Nightwing ones.
Yeah, I thought that was Nightwing. Yeah.
The very first one, not the one that you lost.
No, I know.
Yeah, this is when you're still doing food coloring. Not food coloring. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway.
I think that if you want to see another way that the Nightwing works out, go to Octun Kittens page. She did a test knit for me, not for a pattern, but for the yarn, and she did a pair of mitts and a hat, and it really turned out well.
So, I'm not sure if I'll have enough to finish this square or not, because I used it in the other blankets prior to this.
Right.
So, yep, that was that. It got a little bit of work done. This was the one I was working on while I was,
While you were sleeping.
yes, while I was sleeping.
Okay. I'll move my to Rachel.
The Colorwork Queen.
She does such amazing work.
Yes, she does.
Okay. The next one I want to show you is in my Autism Awareness bag by Knitting's My Bag. It's a large sweater size bag. Drop everything here. Okay.
Why would you want to do that?
I don't know. We have to go, whee, for Stephanie.
Oh, yeah. Was it Stephanie then?
Yeah, I think it was Stephanie.
Oh, okay, because we weren't sure if it was Ren or Stephanie.
I think it was Stephanie. We go, whee! You have to get this in context. On our YouTube comment, it was either Stephanie
Or Rena.
Rena, but I think it was Stephanie, said that it would be fun for us to just kind of throw ourselves back like we would in a pile of leaves. For all of our bags and our toys. So that's what we were doing. Anyway, in my Knitting's My Bag.
And I found a bunny along the way.
Valeria. My Knitting's My Bag sweater size bag is my Sea Spray shawl from the Tidal Wave shawl by Tamara Kelly. I didn't do a whole lot of work on this because I kind of got sidetracked. Where is it? It's in here. The problem is that the shawl is the same color as my inside of my bag. So here it is.
Oops.
Ah,
What fell?
my hook.
Okay, hold on. Don't panic.
Can't reach it. There it is. Okay. Stay calm. So here it is. I do like this pattern. I love
It
this
is quite
color.
bright.
I love this color.
I think you still need to do
Look at
two.
my color. Huh?
I think you still need to do 2 in a row. I think it's your last 2 in a row.
Okay. So this is a lot of fun, and I do this when I have enough light to see by, because sometimes the stitches...
It's bright, but it's dark at the same
Well, the stitches, if you are in the dark, it's hard to see them. So, and unlike knitting where you have all the stitches on the needle there, you have to find the stitches. So
Sometimes you can't find them.
can't find it. But I love the way this is working out. It's just beautiful. I love the color. It really makes the project itself is great. Very simple. And if I were to do it again in something else, I would probably go ahead and change the color. But I don't need the color to break up the monotony. I don't need the color
There is
change.
no monotony.
There's no monotony with this color.
Because it doesn't necessarily come out on the screen.
Oh, yeah,
but it's got like a little bit of little pops of green.
Yeah. It's
and
almost like
a different blues and
It's also almost like a little bit of aquatic greenery.
it's a beautiful mistake.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And she made 2 of them, and I bought them both. I said, I want mine. Because I was only crocheting back then, for the most part. And I knew that I would need 2 of them. So I picked them
And
both up.
there was the only 2 she
The
had.
only 2 she had.
Because it wasn't what she intended to dye.
So. One more here. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay. Okay, now my next one is... Oh, okay. Another Kiki Boo bag.
What? Sorry, I was looking through my project to figure out which one will go next.
Kiki Boo bag puzzle pieces from Denise. Very lovely Denise. Is my... Because he asked me, and this is from the Tie Me Up pattern by Burnett Designs. And I did do some work. I did about 6 rows on this, and it's getting really close. It just seems to go on and on forever, but it is getting close. Let's see.
Oh yeah, you're getting close. Very close.
Very close. Oops.
It's a bunny.
Yes. Stay put.
He is.
So, it's getting there. And this is the Shire colorway Mad Tosh DK. And it's like that. So you can see that it's getting to the point where pretty soon I'll be able to start the decreases and bind off. And Sue, unfortunately, I think I am going to have to go into the next one, but only a little bit. I'll have plenty to do mitts or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, it won't be wasted. Even a hat,
Yeah.
I forget what the yardage is. The yardage on this is, I think it says
I can't remember.
225 yards. I can't read that.
225. You're right.
225 yards. So, we'll see what I can do with it when it's finished. Okay.
I guess it is now my turn. So in my I think this is the next one. In my Silver Shade USA Rebel Scum bag, is Diana's Watermelon. And I am using, good idea with the ball band, Night Owl Fibers hand-dyed yarn.
Sorry, guys. Makes sense.
And the yarn colorway is Watermelon Explosion. There's her
That's a cute little
card. No, normally I don't show this because honestly I don't have to look for my tag normally.
What's it? I thought it was an owl. Yeah, an owl ball. That's cool.
So what I like about what she does with this is she actually accounts for the seeds too. I'm just in the straightaway. I always add a few more rows than I actually need to because Davina likes her hat with more slouch.
Oh, that's pretty.
So it's definitely striping. The stripes would be quite wide if it was a sock or something, I think. Because I'm still getting really decent stripes with the hat. So you can see there in the, it's popping out quite nicely, the black parts that are actually the seeds.
Very nice.
So yeah, I'm making progress. I don't think I'll have it done by next podcast. Well, it'd be touch and go. I don't think it'll be done by next podcast, but
Right.
it's easy knitting at this point.
Okay, how many do you have left?
4.
Okay, and I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I do 1. Okay, my next one is the Happiness is a Rainbow project, and this is my own pattern. I'm using US 7s, Chalgu Red Leaf Circulars, and Lion Brand Mandela DK yarn in the Gnome colorway. At least I think that's what it is. And this is living in my Ploverbird sheep bag. And I only worked a little bit on this one. I took it with me when I went to see my parents, but I didn't do a whole lot. I think I did 2 rows on it. You can really see the orange now. See?
Yeah, you definitely can.
My little teapot stitch.
That's a
on it.
definite color change.
So I'm definitely in the bright orange. And I mean, I just got into it. You can see I have a ways to go with the bright orange before I hit the yellow. But I'm really liking the way this works up. And thank you, Sue, for reminding me that it is 3 times unless I want to do something special with the bind off.
Right.
And then it's 4. I'll probably leave a little more than 3 just because I'm a little, paranoid. But you can see it's bunched up on the needles pretty well.
Yeah.
Because the increases are, they're simple increases, but there's a little more than normal, I think.
Sorry.
And it's going to be kind of a scarfy kind of, I guess this is actually the top here, right?
Yeah.
It's the top like this. So, it's actually goes around, it could be a little scarf already. I think this
But then
actually,
you wouldn't enjoy all the...
no. I think this was actually about the same size as my blue one now. That, with the yarn that Laura gave me. And that's the next one.
Now,
I
at
wanna
one
finish.
point, are you going to stop increasing and just do straights?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We'll see how long
it
it
could
gets.
get kind of long.
Well, I want it to be long.
Well, I mean, like, it could get crazy long.
Well, remember that shawl I saw in the LYS before it closed down? She said, "Oh, that's you." I like those long ones. They're just really... I want it to be past my wingspan.
Don't be shocked it gets way past that,
No,
because you still have a lot of yarn.
If I find that it gets too much past it, then I will.
Yeah.
You know, if it's past like about 5'7", I will. I'm almost 5'5".
You're 5'4", the doctor said so.
Doctor's fibbed.
They actually measured you.
5'4.1".
Hair did not count.
It wasn't my hair. My hair was not up.
And you look like a little bird trying to fly.
Anyway, I'm looking forward to doing more of this. I would like to get this finished so I can go back to the blue one. So
next for me is in my... Hold on, I have to think about which bag. It'll be this one. In my Silver Shed USA Fun in the Woman Cave bag.
Foon.
And, can't remember what I call this project.
Thorns Riding Hood.
Yes. Yes, and it's a Thorns Hooded Cow by Sunshine... Sorry, by Summer Star. It's a free pattern. And I'm using Miss Babs Yowza Skein in the Maryland Sheep and Wool 2017 colorway Inner Harbor View 2. So,
Inner Harbor U2?
Inner Harbor View 2.
Oh, View.
And I'm getting there. I think I still need to continue making this hood a little deeper.
Does it give you the amount?
No. Hold on. It's getting there, but it's not quite.
Oh, yeah, it needs to be more.
Yeah. So.
I like my hoods to flop over my face almost.
Yeah, and so I have quite a bit to go for that still.
I'm waiting to see how it looks on her before I make one. Is this ribbed on this side too?
It's not ribbed at all.
Oh, I guess it just looks like it.
It's garter.
Garter, yeah.
So, I mean, if I run out of yarn, it doesn't matter. Just bring the cowl up a little higher. But I think I'll have enough to complete it. So that's it.
Okay.
Go.
Alright. My next one is my Sherwood shawl from the TGV High Speed Knitting Pattern by Susan Ashcroft. And this is in my Ploverbird pink purple teacups bag. This is, I kept calling this Knitting's my bag. I finally changed it. It's Ploverbird. And I did make some progress on this as well. The yarn was given to me by Laura Smoot. I don't know if this is going to be finished by May like I want it to be, but I'm working on it. Because it gets bigger. So this...
They do generally do that when you work on it.
Yeah. We need the little elves to get to work on it a little bit. So this is where I am so far. And I'm liking the way it works up. It's going to be a very nice, simple... I wanted something simple for this, A, so I could not have to focus, and B, so it could show off the yarn.
Right.
Because the yarn is absolutely beautiful. It's by Laura Smoot. I don't know if she dyed it or not. Laura, if you're watching this, you can tell me, but I don't really care, so it's not a big deal. I just like the fact that she gave it to me and she spun it for me. That's how it looks. Absolutely gorgeous. And I absolutely love it.
Are you trying to see how many times you put absolutely?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Reminds me of a man.
What man?
Man with power.
What power?
Power of voodoo.
Hoodoo.
You do.
Remind me of man.
What man? Do what? It's what you missed. You missed your cue. Okay.
I did that last time too.
Yep. And I do remember now that happening in Labyrinth as well.
Yeah.
But that's not where I originally saw it.
No.
Or it might have been.
Well, if you did, you probably didn't register it.
No, I didn't.
Whereas it was a fairly big part of Bachelor and Bobby Soxer.
Cary Grant. He's funny.
So, are you done with yours?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, next
That particular one.
is in my... I think it'd be...
If you hear the door alarm, that's my husband coming home.
Are we at the time already?
Almost.
Okay, in my Silver Shed USA books bag. So I had initially been doing the Tressia pattern for Davina's Quicksilver hat, but it was giving me just some soreness along my wrist when I was working. It was small cables with small needles. The largest needle I think was a US 3. So I really wasn't working on it a whole lot because it wasn't comfortable for me. So I talked to her about it, and she said it was okay if I switched the pattern. And when I showed her, she decided she liked it.
Because it's fashionable.
It's Cove by Sarah Keller. She said just add a little bit more slouch to it, which won't be much of a problem at all. Because she wants it to be fashionable.
A little fashion detail.
It's honestly the only way I can get her to wear a hat.
Like, she looks so cute in her hats.
Yes, she does. Because she won't wear it when her... She won't... I can't make her winter's hat because it's not fashionable.
She likes the skull caps, though.
Yeah. So, this is the Quicksilver yarn by Lady Fernico Creations.
Oh, you started the mesh.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Little meshes there.
Nice. She'll like that.
And that's the fashionable part of it. And I'll just do it for about half an inch longer, the hat for half an inch longer than what's called for in the pattern.
Very cool.
To give her a little bit more slouch. But I think the mesh alone will give her a little bit more fashionableness.
Oh, yeah.
Which is part of why I figured she'd like it. It's enough interest to keep me into it, but not so much that it's going to hold me up.
Cool.
I mean, I'm already where I was on the other hat. Just about.
Okay, my next one is in my Mama C owl bag. Where's my Mama C owl bag? Oh, here it is. Mama C. This is Hedwig from the Owl Basket crochet pattern by Deja Joy, and this was given to me by Victorian Studio for my birthday. Thank you, Maureen. And I did a fair amount of work on this, so it's growing. You can see I've used up a lot of my yarn. It is. I have a couple of yarns in here. So anyway, this is how it's moving along. You can see I have some. I guess these are decreases here, and I had to do some decreases, and then I had to increase again. It's shaping. Mm-hmm. So it will stand by itself. It's being pulled. So I could potentially finish this by next week, but because it's crochet, I'm not going to worry about it finishing.
Yeah.
You know, I don't push my hands at all because then I can do more crafting. And with weather coming in, I don't push it. So.
Mm-hmm. We're supposed to have a little rain. It's nothing like the Beast from Easter or anything like that.
No, but my hands do feel it.
Yes, they do.
I'm very, very sensitive to
Well, I
weather.
didn't want people to think we were having this ton of weather coming in.
No, we had almost hurricane winds out here on Friday.
60 miles
Everything
per hour.
was closed, and schools. My husband stayed home from work because the government was closed, and everything was closed. My grandparents, the girls' grandparents. We went to Philadelphia to celebrate my father's 80th birthday. And we had to change our reservations because they still didn't have power. Mm-hmm. And when we went to breakfast, we couldn't do the breakfast we wanted to do because some of them were still out of power on Sunday. So
yeah,
there was a lot of high winds and things like that in the general area. But anyway, this is Hedwig, and I'm making progress on her. The yarn is Knit Picks Andes del Campo in the Dove Heather colorway, and Talia gave me this. I could probably have dyed this if I wanted to because it's wool.
right.
So
Well, that's what I gave it to you with that thought process initially.
Yeah. But it's so cute for a
Yes, it was.
undyed.
Honestly, it's an excuse to get rid of the yarn out of my stash.
Yeah, I'm not a big non-superwash person. I don't use it that much.
Yeah.
I prefer superwash. So this is a good project for it.
My turn again.
Yeah.
So, in my Silver Shed USA, not this one. In my Silver Shed USA Nursing Caps on a Pale Field bag, this is Pug Hug, and it is the Pug Love pattern by Michael something or other. I don't keep the pattern in my thing. And I'm using hang on. The black is Miss Babs Yazwood Skein in the colorway Obsidian. And this is Not Quite a Pug by Lady Fernico Creations. This one got a lot of work on it.
You remember what the green was offhand?
No, I don't remember what the green is.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like that might have been some Mad Tosh, but I can't remember.
It might be. It looks saturated enough.
I think that was some Mad Tosh. But got quite a bit of work done on
you did.
this.
You can see the dogs now a little better. You can see now the difference in the white and the
Yeah.
cream. That's gonna be
So at least you can kind of tell like there's dogs developing.
very nice.
I'm hoping that the black color behind won't show too much. Like the black stranding. That's my biggest concern, is that the black and white stranding will show through when people are wearing the hat. But
You do good stranding, though, so you should be
I know, but it's the... For some reason, I feel like this one's been more troublesome, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure because there's such huge spaces in between, so I've had to
catch more of them.
catch more of my floats. So I just feel like I've had to watch for the stranding showing through a lot more than I normally do, which kind of is frustrating to me, but
It's really cute, though.
I do like the way it's turning out. I can't wait till I get to pug faces.
That would be so cute.
So
Okay.
that's that so far. I did get quite a bit of work done on it.
All right. In my Silver Shed USA medium size, large size turtle bag from the Tortoise versus Hare last year, 2017, is my Bobbing Along Baby Blanket project. The pattern is a adaptation of the Surabelle scarf pattern by Sarah Sweetheart because I love the pattern. It makes me happy.
You actually did a fair amount of crochet this time around.
did. Oh yeah, I did a lot on this too. I think I was 2 rows into the darker green. No, it was more than that because I think I did about 4 rows on this. But it seems like more because it's got that kind of a shell stitch on it. That looks pretty.
It is really pretty.
That's really pretty. If I do say, this is actually the front. I have the stitch marker by Laura Concert on there. So I'm starting the next row. This is Mandel yarn Davina got for me. Whoops, it's starting to come out of the... Oh no, I'm sorry. This is Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel. And this is 355 yards of acrylic, 100% acrylic and worsted weight. And, oh, I'm almost ready to start the next color.
Yay.
So, you can see that they're a little uneven in how the colors start. It looks like I might be starting... Oh, I guess, no, I'm sorry. I'm going from the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going from the middle. So I do have a little bit more to go with this green, and then I'll be headed into this dark blue. And I'm definitely going to have to start at least another ball. I might get through all 3 for this because this eats up a lot of yarn. And that's okay. I'll be using all of it. Davina was ecstatic that I was using it for a blanket.
Yeah, because she really wanted you to.
Yeah,
she
and
kept bringing up a blanket.
Yeah, this will probably go to the pregnancy center. And I'm glad I found a way to do a blanket for the pregnancy center because for a long time I couldn't do blankets anymore because my hands were hurting too much. So I'm keeping it simple and I'm keeping it the pace easy. Nothing that's on a time schedule. Which is why I'm not doing any kind of testing except for Talia's patterns because I get a huge window for Talia because I can get it early.
Right.
And she doesn't make me stick too much for it. So I get perks. Okay, so that's good.
My final one is in the Silver Shed USA Batman bag. And this one was not on the needles last time. Actually, the yarn is new too. But this is the Chamomile Tam. It's a design from Windswept, and it's a Marie Wallen pattern. She also does crochet patterns, apparently.
Crochet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Color or crochet?
No.
Okay.
So, I'm using Mad Tosh, Tosh DK in the colorways Antique Lace, Phantasm. It's a kind of purplish color. The blue is sorry, I'm not going to go through all of them probably because there's like 8 colors. Flycatcher blue, Blood Runs Cold is the red. Then you have Joshua for one of the greens. The other one is the Shire. And then Liquid Gold. There we go.
The
That's
Shire
all
that
of
I'm
them.
using for my tie?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm calling this the Minestrone hat. And the thought process was I was making minestrone, I guess it was a couple weeks ago. And I couldn't help but look at it and think, man, this would make a really pretty color work hat. So, the antique lace is like the potatoes. The purple that you can barely see right now, that is the kidney beans. Flycatcher blue is your black beans. Because after you rinse them, they kind of have a bluish shade. It looked a little darker on screen. Blood Runs Cold is the red of the tomato sauce. Joshua is a kind of... This is Joshua.
String beans.
So this is like string beans, that kind of thing.
Is that the kale too, or is kale the other one?
I think the Kale's the other one. And that is Shire.
I love that colorway. It's so pretty.
Because you have multiple kinds of greens in that soup. Then,
I'll just have you take that.
there we go. Then, next is liquid gold, and it's for the carrots. So covers the soup. Even if you had to stretch your imagination a little bit for it. It's a little bit darker than I anticipated. I think I expect this to be a brighter white. But we'll see. I am not very far along.
I think it'll be pretty regardless.
Yes, I'm almost finished with... This section is the Flycatcher blue and the red. So when I'm done with that, it'll do a little line of Phantasm again. And then this section up here is the greens and liquid gold against the antique lace. So that'll brighten things up a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy knitting this special, especially since I finally changed it out to a cable that was a little bit longer. I was having trouble finding the proper cable size.
Is that the 16 now? 16 inch?
No, the 16 was too small.
Oh, okay.
This was
24 maybe?
well, I have to measure out the needle tips because the cable is 14 inches.
Oh.
But that doesn't include the needles.
Right.
So I can't remember how long my needles
They
are.
look like they're about 6 inches. Maybe
So,
8, 6 probably. That would give you 20-inch cable.
Yeah,
6.
and that is a lot easier to work with. Because I tried doing a cable that was a 22, and it was too long. So this is perfect. The 16-inch fixed was too small.
Right. Okay. In my Knitting's My Bag, Nomi bag is something that wasn't on the...
Stay.
Hadn't started last week. This is my Flynn Rider baby tube socks. What?
Drop some
Oh.
stitches. It's okay.
Flynn Rider baby tube socks.
That was on the needles last week.
Not last week. I started on Sunday.
No, you showed these last week.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I had.
Yeah, because I remember talking about them.
Okay, well, all right. They were on the needles, apparently.
Because you were talking about how you were showing them on VKN.
I did show them on the VKN. Anyway, apparently I am mistaken. I didn't do a whole lot of progress on this, but I was kind of busy with other things. And you can see the cable up there. These are flat. I'm going to fold them together like that. So it'll be little babies, booties. Beth, I will be doing a loom knit sock soon-ish. I keep putting hats on the loom. So I'm a little nervous about turning a heel and doing a toe on a loom because I don't know how to use DPNs and things. So
Wait, you're required to use DPNs on there?
I think so. And Beth, I don't remember Beth's. I think Beth is round and round, I think. Round and round I go or something like that. So I am going to try it because you suggested that that's a better idea. In the meantime, I'm going to do these, okay, which are regular knit and they're flat. So I guess somehow I have to do something where I tighten the toe up a little bit and then you seam up the sides. And I think this is a free pattern, so it's okay if I say that. And this
If not, you just gave away all their secrets.
This is the Easy Baby Garter Stitch Tube Socks pattern by Kathy Wishney. Okay, and these use sevens, US sevens. It's a worsted weight, but she also has a version that I think it's either Sport or DK, I forget which. But I wanted to do something with size 7s as opposed to size 5s because I already had the 7s for the hats on this needle. So, and it works really well on this little 16-inch circular. So, that's that. Alright, so my husband's coming in here the door. Okay, now, how many FOs do you have?
One.
Okay, I'll go first because Yours is pretty good. Okay, now, I do have...
We're podcasting!
Okay. This is the Winter Cardinals bag, and I have Amy's hat. This is for Amy March for Little Women, and I finished this in 3 days or 2 days. It's for Davina. Davina's already tried it on. Last time I did this, I did a modification. It was different, so it looks different, but Davina still likes it. She says it's fashionable. It's kind of a skull cap. But she really liked it because it has the baubles. She has a yellow one like this. It falls differently because I did a different modification.
I think the yarn is more drapey this time.
This is the same yarn that you were using for this sweater. So she really liked it. I ended up increasing on the brim because it's so darn tight. No matter what I did, I couldn't get over her head. And the same thing happened with the other one. And I thought it was a cotton yarn that didn't have any give. It's just the pattern. The rest of the pattern's fine. It just didn't have any give. So I will be giving her this. I was going to give it to her for her birthday, but she already tried it on. She knows it's hers. I'm going to give it to her now.
Yeah.
So.
And for me, if you've been on social media, you've already seen this. Because I couldn't hold in my excitement. But I finished the Natural Medicine, which is the 2 medicine hats. I'm trying to find the back. I do it by feel. There we go. Oh, let me show you my floats.
Because she's going to wear it that way.
Looks nice and neat inside. Because that's apparently very important to me.
That's good.
And I wear it more like a slouch, and that's actually how it was shown in the designer wearing it. Because then you can see the back of it better.
Oh, that's pretty, yeah. Okay, don't turn so much. There you go.
Otherwise you wouldn't get the full effect of this hat. So it's very comfortable, and I'm very happy with it. This was all I wanted to work on when I had it on the needles. It was just a lot of fun, very addictive. I will definitely be casting out more of this designer's patterns. I can't remember the designer's name, but check out my Ravelry page to find that out.
Looks very nice.
Because she did a brilliant job.
Dan should check that out.
Yes. Well, it's been posted for the Bakery Bears can see it, so hopefully he'll see the designer. But there we go.
Okay, now, we did that photos.
Stash enhancement.
Stash enhancements.
Mom gave me a pattern, and I'm actually going to show the last page, because this is the same pattern. It's just that when you use different colors, the pattern shows up better. And
It looks almost different, yeah.
this version, I didn't care for
Yeah.
because you couldn't tell the pattern. This one, I was like, okay, I just need to use striking colors.
Yeah.
So, you see how much more...
It looks almost completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when I saw the original page, which actually had this one on, I was like, Until I saw...
Oh, well, no, Ty, look. Two have 5 colors, one has 3 colors.
Oh, okay.
Well, that says 5 colors, though. That one has 3.
Huh.
Huh.
I'll just have to make sure...
Well, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
She was having a sale. It was like 10... Well, I guess like 10 cents New Zealand. And it came up like 7 cents American to pay for it. It was like... it's a beautiful pattern. All the work she put into it.
Yes, it is. Well, I think I'll definitely do the 3 pattern one.
Because the designer is... Morag Mackenzie for Vintage Pearls Design.
And this charts for the 3 pattern, for the 3 color arrangement. That's what I'll do.
That looks like it's more poppy.
Yes.
The other one's too busy.
Yeah. Because I like more poppy.
Now, Ty did not get this for me.
Nope, I got you nothing.
I won this from the Never Cast Off podcast, and this is one of Debbie Hostas, Deb's Destiny's designs. I chose the ink blot poncho. It has 2 sizes. I will probably make the large one. It's going to require me to learn some things. I can do all the skills, but it requires, I think, short rows, and I've never done short rows before. So, that'll be something to work on. But it looks really pretty, and I'm looking forward to trying this when my hands allow. And I love the way she writes her patterns. I don't know if you can see this. There's no pattern here. But on this part, I just did the top page. But can you see those numbers in the little boxes there? If she says to do a certain number of repeats, she puts those repeats in the little boxes, and you can just X out the boxes as you go. And I think that's amazing. I love stuff like that, because I end up writing in notebooks and writing on my paper, and this has it right there.
I don't normally like writing on my pattern.
Well, this doesn't bother me, because she'll have it right there. I don't care. My point is that she does kind of like, what's her name? I can't think of her name. She does all those clubs. Brittany knows who it is. The one with
shawl designer, right?
The shawl designer. I can't remember her name.
I've never done anything with patterns.
But so. she does something similar, only she has like pages and pages of stuff, and she does percentages and things like that. I like people who are clear that way, because then I don't get confused as to where I'm at. So this is it looks really good. Debbie looks like she writes a really clear pattern. She has her stained glass shawl is in testing right now, and I think she has 2 more coming up, which she's very talented. And this one at least has different size levels, and it's marked as easy. So I'm really happy about that. And I have a couple of her patterns. And then you saw our teacups.
Yes.
And our tea. This is my tea. This is my
now I didn't show you my
Cocoa Choco chocolate macaroon David's tea.
I picked up some tea sugar. I don't like it quite as much as my normal one, because it has white sugar as well as
brown sugar.
And I might give it to you because you need tea sugar anyway. There you go.
Thanks. Thank you.
And then I picked up organic Queen of Tarts.
That's really good.
I need to use less sugar for it.
It tastes like the Germany tea, but it was too sweet with the sugar in it.
Yeah. Well, I think it has sugar in it already.
I don't know, but why would it do that?
It's stevia extract.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
So.
Because I don't think this one does.
Well, that's something I've noticed with David's tea. I think they add more other stuff that's not just natural.
It does have sugar in it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think David's tea adds sugar to their tea. Which is something I'm not as fond of about them.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in this set, but I don't like that about it. I don't know. It feels almost more commercial to me.
But it is
that
a
way.
good tea, though.
It is a good tea. I'm just picky. I guess I'm spoiled by Andy.
I love Andy's is my favorite. I like what's it called, Tavana, and I like David's tea.
This is the caffeine-free kit, and it has enough for you dump it in the infuser.
Each one is one serving.
Well, the thing is, you can do multiple stevias.
No, but one person.
Yeah.
You can't,
Yeah.
unless you put in a pot that has 2 people.
Yeah. So, the ones I've tried have been Organic Throat Rescue. That was the first one I tried. Then Organic Cinnamon Rubius Chai. And today was Organic Lead Digestif. So.
Does your stomach bother you?
No, it was just that I needed to figure out which one to do next.
Okay. Okay. I also got some Bear yarn. I've already dyed up about a third of it because I needed it. I got some minis and some fingering weight this time.
And all the Mad Tosh I showed in that last hat was new.
Right. Okay. Now,
actually, I have something else.
Go ahead.
To show. This is. Sorry, I gotta jump out of screen. I haven't actually looked at everything in here yet.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. This came in today.
Yes, it did.
Sitting on the porch.
Um,
The Ninjas.
and this is from,
J. Joy something?
no, hold on. Joy JK.
Joy J.K.
Thank
Thank you.
you very much. She had sent me a message a while back saying that she was
Oh my gosh, look at all
sending
this.
this. And these are a bunch of baby hats.
Oh, awesome.
So,
Oh, look at
all
the
different
buttons.
sizes.
Oh.
I'm not going to pull them out of the plastic
Boy,
bag.
she,
really went to town
holy mackerel.
making all the hats.
Oh my goodness, look at them all. What a good job. So generous.
So,
And this box is full of baby hats.
oh, look at that.
Oh. They look like they're all knitted, I think. No, some
No,
of them
these are crocheted.
Some are crocheted.
These are all crocheted, Mom.
Are they all crocheted?
They're all
Oh,
crocheted.
they are. Baby hats.
So,
Aren't these? Oh, look at this.
oh, that's adorable.
I don't know if you can see the little bow type of thing there. Can you see it?
There.
It's adorable. These are just adorable. It's so cute.
So, this is... I might have to bring it in the box because I don't think it'll fit in the backpack that I normally carry.
That's what we have.
Yes.
Thank you so much. The babies, the parents will really appreciate
Yes,
that.
they will.
Especially
Thank you
now
so
with,
much.
with the spring, people think, oh, babies don't need hats. They really
They do still.
So that's awesome. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, do you have any news for your designs or anything? No?
No.
Okay, I do have some Etsy shop things to show. I have some skeins to show you. I'll show you the, this is just a restock. This is Plum Deluxe revamped 2017-2018. You guys have seen this before. This is from the Plum Deluxe Tea Club special kind of thing I did. I wanted to go ahead, and that will go with Teen Tales if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
This is Barnum, and this is based on Hugh Jackman's
Greatest Showman.
jacket and shirt and vest on The Greatest Showman.
Mm-hmm.
It's got golds, reds, blacks, and yellows, and creams. Okay?
Very pretty.
So I have two of these. This is fingering sock. 467 yards, 80-20. Okay, so this is 80% superwash merino wool and 20% polyamide. All of these are the same base. Okay, so that's two of these and two of the Plum Deluxe revamped. And the last one is Captain America. This is Captain America because it's Cap. Look, Laura, Cap. And this is silver gray, red, white, and blue. Okay.
Because if you look at his shield, there's silver gray.
There's silver in his shield. And in some pictures, his uniform has some silver as well. So, and this is the original Cap. What can I think of his name?
Evans?
Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
Not, renditions when Steve died.
Yeah.
So, this is the original. Okay, so
Because in the comic version of Civil War, they killed Cap. Not in the movie.
At least not yet. Okay, so these, I have two Captain Americas, two Barnums, and two
Oops. It's funny.
Plum Deluxe. And these will all be going up in the shop shortly. Okay, I have to get pictures and things like that. Okay, so that's that. Alright, anything else we need to say? Okay, I've been doing some reading, not so much writing, although I have felt the itch to go back and start editing my story, see if I can maybe get it published somehow, maybe self-published or maybe not. We'll see.
One of the good things about self-publishing, though, is that there's no pressure of a contract or anything like
Right,
that.
and I don't want to have a contract necessarily. Okay, we do want to thank for YouTube comments. I forgot to do this last week. We want to thank Tammy, Elizabeth, Rena, Sally, Donna, Missy, Angela, and Stephanie. I don't like to do last names because I don't know if they want their last names out there, and those are all pretty common first names except for Rena. So thank you very much for commenting on YouTube. Thank you
Thank
everybody
you.
who commented in the group. I think I caught everybody this time.
I didn't, but I was trying to get Davina's Quicksilver hat started once we got back from
Right.
Grandpa's 80th.
So we want to thank you all for spending some time here with us in the Woman Cave for the Fun and the Woman Cave. We hope to see you back here on Monday, because we hope to be podcasting Monday again. In the meantime, we wish you every blessing and good thing, and that you have a week that's filled with crafting and everything that you like to do. And this is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 259, and that's a wrap.